the Seattle Seahawks, taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Giants go to work on offense for the first time, and it's Daniel Jones leading the way, the number 6 pick in the 2019 draft.
A little bit of broken record time, partner, because we know that this young man, Daniel Jones, was a surprise pick at number 6 overall, but I thought that he got better and better as the year went on in his rookie year. A lot of trial by fire. Needs to protect the football better while in the pocket, but when he's at his best, he can throw it and run it, and he's an ascending quarterback. 24 touchdown passes as a rookie.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Giant ball carrier.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 105 yards.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. On 1st down, Carson. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's good for a Seattle.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
They were in zone defensively. Went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone. Because eventually, you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And the 1st drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that 1st drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the 1st one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here too after a good stop. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the 1st drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And a first carry now for Hyde. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The tackle made by Julian Love. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3, Giants 0.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Devontae Freeman, the ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that is incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own
New York ready to go again offensively. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Saquon Barkley.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets.
Golden Tate's gonna go. Touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. Play action. Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. through the air first. Maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on. And then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, New York.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Call it no gain there on the first down play. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Jones throwing complete here to Tate. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From the gun, Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. First down, Giants. Jones to Ingram.
First down, Giants.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
29-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. A good pickup there at 22.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the game. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And his kick is right through. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time with this. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Vincent Mayowa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
That's the end of
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll get things started in the NFC West with L.A. making the trip to the desert to take on Arizona. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared Goff. From there, we head east to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. 30-17, the final score. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. In our game, we were treated to a strong first half from the former Blue Devil, Daniel Jones. His guys are out in front as we send you back up to the Pacific Northwest, where we rejoin Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. So punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down now. It's Carson, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right at the line.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Down and 6.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And that one results in 35 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. He'll get it up the middle, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. He's given them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
3 yards on the play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Jones, his pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants.
Jones pass complete.
Sterling Shepard. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Rashad Penny on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. It seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
Able to solve their opponents. They got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. This is Freeman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
Freeman again. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
39-yard line.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Wilson. Off play action. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Wilson's
that throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Freeman. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On the handoff.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No gain on the play.
Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Valentine on the return. The Giants take over first and 10.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Jones on first and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First down, Giants.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Jones. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Benson Mayowa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the pressure gets to him again. Benson Mayowa in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the gun, Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Benson Mayowa with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22 and a half. Congratulations. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Come on. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So now it may look bleak, but this one not over. They do have all 3 timeouts.
Even at this point on the field, where it looks like, you're really backed up, hold them to a field goal. That's the mantra right now. You hold them to a field goal, you still got a chance to take care of business on the other end. But you're right, the 3 timeouts are going to be key. How well they use them to preserve clock as well as stopping them, that's the key to giving them a chance to win.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Wilson wants to throw it. The quick slant caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up
2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. He'll get it up the middle, and the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman.
21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for only a couple. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Shaquille Griffin. Jones pass.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They go play action with Wilson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game.
2-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.